I'm just terrified. I'm writing this to ask if anything remotely like this has happened to anyone else here. Part of me wants someone to tell me what happened today, and the other half of me just wants this to be an awful isolated accident, so maybe I can pretend it didn't happen. A little background. I've been applying for jobs out in Denver. I live in New York, so I can move out there and be with my boyfriend of 4 years. We'll call him Dylan. Doing the long distance thing isn't too bad, but we both want it to end. So when I scored a few interviews out in the city, I took this past week off work to go. It was a great week. We went hiking, hung out with his cousins nearby, caught up on Sexy Time and Breaking Bad episodes, the usual. Anyways, this morning he drops me off at DIA to catch my flight at ass o'clock a.m. I make it to the gate on time, trudge down the aisle behind 100 slow-moving idiots, and plop myself down in 28F. Nothing unusual. I've only had a smartphone for a few months now, and I don't really keep music on it. But as we prepare for takeoff, I realize I'm craving some tunes, and remember that there is a headphone jack on the armrest for music. I plug in, find some accessible country on channel 6 for a while, take a nap, and wake up. I realize the station is on loop. It's only been on an hour and a half into the 4-hour flight, and fucking Sunshine and Whiskey has already played 4 times, so I start scrolling through my other music options. Channel 8 has some sort of exclusive acoustic covers with obscure artists, which is cool for about 5 minutes. Channel 12 gives me a chance to brush up on my Spanish. Channels 13 and 14 are following what's going on the in-flight TV show, which also doesn't hold my interest. If I wasn't awake before, what I hear on Channel 15 catapults me into alertness. Hey, beautiful. It's Dylan's voice, with the lazy flirtation he uses when he's leaving me a voicemail. I checked to make sure I wasn't plugged into my phone by accident, but my phone is turned off because of low battery, and the headphones are definitely plugged into the armrest studio. Just wanted to let you know. Hope your flight goes well. Miss you already. Love you. Static. I'm mostly just confused. I turn my phone back on, but of course nothing shows up on a device that's 300,000 feet above any towers and on an airplane mode. I keep listening to the static and flip through the skyway. About 10 minutes later, I hear his voice again. Same casual tone, like a million voicemails he's left me. Hey baby, just checking in. See how your day's been. Would love to hear you if you get this soon. 17 minutes of static slowly tick by. In the meantime, the man on 28E has taken a convenient trip to the bathroom, so I scroll through his armrest. Only 14 channels. Hey, will you call me when you get the chance? There's more edge, more anxiety in his tone. 18 minutes. Baby, please call me. In the 4 years we've dated, I've never heard his voice shaken like this. It's the sound of pure terror. 12 minutes. I'm jolted out of my seat when I hear him yell, Cassie! My name. Dylan only raises his voice for soccer and football games. The flight attendant says there's no way to make phone calls from the aircraft unless there's an emergency. Is there an emergency? 7 minutes pass. The next time I hear his voice, it screams. Just screams. I can make out no and please, and the rest is just garbled cries and choked out fear. The feeling I hate most in the world is helplessness. Suddenly, silence cuts in one of his screams in half and I hear nothing more. 24 more minutes pass. The man in 280 asks me if I'm okay. 32 minutes. The flight attendant announces connecting gates. I don't even hear mine. 14 minutes. We'll be landing in O'Hare shortly. The moment the plane hits the ground, I'm dialing his number. He picks up after 3 rings. Hey, beautiful. He sounds fine. There's relief. He's safe. And then another wave of confusion and panic. So what did I hear? Cassie, you okay? I can't explain what just happened because I don't understand. I tell him we've landed in Chicago, just wanted to hear his voice. I'll explain later. He's glad I made it safe, and he loves me. I'm afraid to hang up, to let his voice go. The connecting flight to JFK is uneventful. No Channel 15, no screams, not even turbulence. I finally calm down enough to call Dylan after landing, to tell him about everything I'd heard on the flight before. My call goes straight to voicemail.